Good evening. Welcome.
Hello, Mayor and Council, and everyone else tonight. I'm just going to speak a little bit, maybe from the heart, about what I'm seeing in my neighborhood with my kids and how that impacts my take on missing middle. So I live in the South Jubilee neighborhood. I haven't heard many of my neighbors here today. For the last 5 years, I've been the president of South Jubilee Neighborhood Association, although we decided tonight not to submit anything because we felt we couldn't capture the diversity of our community. There's a small group of us that show up to those meetings, and we don't really get many people from the renters, any people living in apartments. So I'm just speaking as an individual tonight. In South Jubilee, I'm really seeing us losing our families in our neighborhood. So I live in a single-family home. I'm very grateful to do that, and I really want to speak as someone in a single-family home that I'm welcoming more diversity and more vibrancy into my community. I see through my kids' eyes, we're losing the families that live there. A lot of the homes that are being purchased are from out-of-town buyers, don't have kids, are living there part-time. My son often, when he comes home from school, kind of goes outside and looks one way down the street, one other way down the street, and there's no kids there. And, for 5 years working in the neighborhood, there's actually not a single other 9-year-old in entire South Jubilee neighborhood for my son. Can you believe that? And of course, we're dealing with screen time addiction with kids. They don't have the same incentive to get outside. There's just not the kids there that they need to be. He needs to be outside playing ball hockey on the street, riding around with his friends, and it's just not happening. Something else I'm seeing through the school system is that I just don't think we're hearing tonight. I don't see a ton of parents here tonight. I imagine they're at home with kids and whatnot. The housing insecurity I'm seeing in the school system is absolutely devastating. So many parents I talk to that are just struggling to find rentals. My daughter's best friend's family got evicted this year. They had 1 year together in kindergarten, and they're leaving our neighborhood. And we spent 3 weeks posting on Facebook, where can anyone find a suite? And unfortunately, they've had to leave Victoria. And I know I've heard a lot about missing middle might not be great family units, and there's a lot of families in our school system who are living in condos on Hillside. A lot of two family or two kid families living in small condos, and that's the reality. So even though if missing middle may not be a perfect family home according to some people, I think it's a lot better than what I'm seeing a lot of families in right now. Some kids who I think deserve a lot better and who would really thrive in missing middle housing. Just one more quick story. The house in my backyard burned down a couple years ago, and I was hoping we could build some townhomes in my backyard. I would have loved that. What did we build? Of course, we built the biggest single-family home we could possibly build. It went up in a couple days. It's a box. The rent is $5,000 a month. I'm really speaking tonight to welcome some more of that diversity in my neighborhood. I think it could really add some vibrancy to our neighborhood. I think more families in the neighborhood would really benefit from missing middle housing. And one more thing that hasn't been mentioned that I really like about this policy is a 2-year review period. There's a lot of unknowns with this, but that's why we have a built-in 2-year review period. Let's see how this works for a couple years. There's a lot of great staff here who are going to be assessing this. The public will be assessing it. We can come back to it in 2 years. If it's not working, let's change it. If it's working great, we can improve it more. I'd like to see this pass, and hopefully that my take provides a little bit of perspective from what I'm seeing. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your comments.